Hello future engineers, subscribers, viewers, and students. Here is another lecture in trigonometry, particularly in determining exact trigonometric function values of 180 degrees, 360 degrees, and 270 degrees. And on the second part, I want to test your memory, not memory, but your skills in determining the exact trigonometric functions of other common angles and quadrantal angles. So first we have this problem. Find the values of the 6 ratios for the angle 180 degrees and 360 degrees, and later for 270 degrees. So for 180 degrees and 360 degrees, first 180 degrees. So we imagine a right triangle. This is 180 degrees, so we imagine that this right triangle here, the angle here is 0 degree, and therefore the opposite side is 0. The adjacent side is -1 because this angle is in the negative x direction. So that's 0 degrees, 0 opposite, -1 adjacent side, and 1 the hypotenuse by Pythagoras theorem. So that sine of 180 degrees, which is y over r, y is opposite over hypotenuse, so opposite is 0, then the hypotenuse is 1, or y over r, so 0 over 1. So this is the situation where it is still 180 degrees. So 0 opposite, hypotenuse is 1, and the adjacent side is -1. Because the angle, the quadrantal angle 180 degrees is in the second, between the second and the third quadrant, and it is in the negative direction. So sine of 180 degrees therefore is 0 over 1, y over hypotenuse, opposite over 1. So therefore it is equal to 0. While its reciprocal cosecant 1 over 0, so it is undefined. Cosecant of 180 degrees is undefined. Then for cosine of 180 degrees, it is adjacent, -1 over hypotenuse 1, so it is -1 cosine 180 degrees. I hope that you can remember and imagine this, visualize this. So -1, and its reciprocal secant is also -1, 1 over -1, so it is equal to -1. Then for the tangent of 180 degrees, it is x, which is, sorry, it is y, which is opposite 0 over adjacent -1. Tangent 180 degrees is 0. 0 over -1, so it is 0. Then the reciprocal tangent, cotangent of 180 degrees is -1 over 0, and therefore it is undefined. Then let's consider 360 degrees this time. So it is like an angle of 0 degree, or before 360 degrees, we imagine that the angle is 0 degree, opposite is 0, adjacent is 1, +1 because it lies in, it is a quadrantal angle and it is in the positive x direction. The hypotenuse is 1 also. So this is 360 degrees, but imagine that the reference angle is 0 degree. So that sine of 360 degrees is 0 over 1, and therefore it is equal to 0. The reciprocal is 1 over 0, cosecant 360 degrees, 1 over 0, and therefore it is undefined. Then for the cosine, cosine of 360 degrees is like cosine of 0, so adjacent x 1 over hypotenuse 1, so it is 1. Cosine of 360 degrees is 1 over 1, so it is 1. While its reciprocal, secant of 360 degrees is hypotenuse 1 over 1, reciprocal of this, so it is also 1. Then for tangent 360 degrees, it is opposite over adjacent. Opposite is 0, adjacent is 1. So 0 over 1 is equal to 0. Tangent of 360 degrees is 0. While its reciprocal, cotangent of 360 degrees is 1 over 0, so it is undefined. So in general, let's generalize this. NO is an odd integer. So sine of 180 degrees NO is equal to 0 because it lies here. Cosecant is undefined. Cosecant 180 degrees NO. So it may be cosecant because NO is supposedly odd. So times 3, 180 times 3, that's 540 degrees. And it is undefined. 1 over 0. Then cosine of 180 degrees NO is equal to negative 1 over 1, and therefore it is negative 1. And its reciprocal, which is secant, is 1 over negative 1, so it is also negative 1. Then tangent of 180 degrees NO is opposite 0 over adjacent negative 1, so that is 0. And its reciprocal is cotangent negative 1 over 0, so it is undefined. So take note that here NO is an odd integer excluding 0. An odd integer excluding 0 because when NO is 0, the whole angle would be 0. So that's why we do not consider 0. And NO is odd integers. Let's now proceed to 270 degrees. Sine 360 degrees NE. Let's generalize also functions of 360 degrees. NE is an even integer including 0 because sine of 360 degrees times 0 is 0. Sine of 0 is also 0. So it is 0 over 1, so it is 0 in general. Its reciprocal is 1 over 0, hypotenuse 1 over opposite 0, so it is undefined. Then for the cosine of 360 degrees NE, it is adjacent to 1 over hypotenuse 1, so it is 1. Its reciprocal is also equal to 1. Then for tangent of 360 degrees, which is y opposite over adjacent 1, 0 over 1 is 0. Tangent of 360 degrees NE is 0. And cotangent, its reciprocal is 1 over 0, so it is undefined. Cotangent 360 degrees NE is undefined. Then NE is an even integer, so this time 0 is included. Then for 270 degrees, this is the guide. That's 270 degrees, so that's 0 degrees. Let's just define sine as y over r. Y is negative 1 and r is 1. Opposite is 0, x is 0. So sine of 270 degrees is equal to negative 1 over 1, so it is negative 1. Then its reciprocal, cosecant 270 degrees, is hypotenuse 1 over adjacent negative 1, or hypotenuse 1 over y negative 1. So it is equal to, this is the angle supposedly. So it's negative 1. Then cosine of 270 degrees, x0, this is 0, over hypotenuse 1. So 0 over 1 is 0. While its reciprocal, secant of 270 degrees is 1 over 0, so it is undefined. Then tangent of 270 degrees is y, negative 1 over x0, negative 1 over 0 is undefined. While reciprocal, cotangent 270 degrees is equal to x, which is 0 over negative 1, and 0 over negative 1 is 0. So that's it for these trigonometric functions. Let's proceed to this problem here. This will test your memory or your sharpness of your thinking for these common angles and quadrantal angles. So without using a calculator, find the exact value of the following. So cosine of 0 is 1, remember, and cosine of 180 degrees is negative 1. So 1 plus negative 1 equals 0. So that is 0. Of course, you have to verify using your calculator for those who cannot remember. That you should be able to remember so that you can evaluate these operations without the calculator. So sine 180 degrees, remember, just imagine, this will improve your thinking skills also. It is in the negative x direction, so y is 0, opposite is 0, adjacent negative 1, so this is 0. Cosine 360 degrees is 1, and tangent of 180 degrees is 0, so 0 plus 1, then minus 0, so that is 1. Cosine 60 is 1/2. I hope that you're already sharp with that. Tangent of 360 degrees is 0. It's like tangent of 0. Then minus 2, sine of 30 is 1/2. Sine of 30 is 1/2. So 1/2 minus 1 is negative 1/2. Tangent 45 degrees is 1. Then minus 2. Secant of 60 degrees is 1 over cosine 60, and cosine 60 is 1/2. So 1 over 1/2 is 2. So this is 1 minus 2 times 2, and therefore it is negative 3. 2 times cotangent 45, cotangent 45 is 1. Then minus cosine 540, it terminates in the negative x direction, and cosine 540 degrees is negative 1. So this is minus quantity negative 1, and minus 3 sine 90 degrees is 1. So minus 3 times 1. So we have 2 plus 1, 3. 3 minus 3, 0. So that's 0. Tangent 60 degrees is square root of 3. Cosine of 30 degrees, square root of 3 over 2. So plus square root of 3 over 2. Then minus cosine of negative 180, it is here, so negative 1. So minus negative 1. So this is square root of 3 plus square root of 3 over 2 plus 1. So of course, square root of 3 plus 1/2 square root of 3, that's 3/2 square root of 3, then plus 1. So 3/2 square root of 3 plus 1. Simplifying further, that would be quantity 2 plus 3 square root of 3 all over 2. So 2 plus 3 square root of 3 all over 2. Cosine 90 is 0. Sine 720 degrees is 0. 720 is sine 360 is sine 0 also. And secant of 180 degrees is 1 over negative 1. So this is negative 1. So 0 plus 0, then minus negative 1. So that's positive 1. Tangent 180 is 0. I hope that you can easily dictate the values. Cotangent of 90 is cosine of 90 over sine 90. Cosine 90 is 0, sine 90 is 1. So cotangent 90 is also 0. Then minus cotangent 360. Cotangent 360 degrees is equal to cotangent of 0, and cotangent of 0 is adjacent 1 over opposite 0. So this is undefined. So therefore 0 plus 0 minus undefined is undefined. Secant 45 is square root of 2. Tangent 30 is square root of 3 over 3. Sine 30 1/2. So this is square root of 2 over 2. Or square root of 2, sorry. Then minus square root of 3 over 3. Then plus sine 30, which is 1/2. Simplifying, the LCD is 6. So we have quantity 6 square root of 2 minus 2 square root of 3 plus 3 all over 6. So 6 square root of 2 minus 2 square root of 3 plus 3 all over 6. Cosine 270 degrees is 0, 0 to 70, so x is 0. R is 1, so 0. Minus sine 60, so minus square root of 3 over 2, so 0 minus square root of 3 over 2. Cosine of 180 degrees is negative 1. So simplifying, LCD is 2. That will be negative of quantity 2 plus square root of 3 all over 2. Negative quantity 2 plus square root of 3 all over 2. So that's it for this video. I hope that you were able to follow the explanations and the solutions, and I hope that you can recall without using the calculator trigonometric function values of common angles and quadrantal angles and angles, quadrantal angles, but bigger angles. And I hope that you can locate the terminal side of the angle, even if the angles are multiples of 360 degrees or 180 degrees or 90 degrees.